EIDL grant is back on, baby. And boy, this week the president extended PPP. Will he make modifications to EIDL and make it bigger? In this Overnight LA video, I explained the EIDL grant, how to get that money, and how to get the $5,000. That was then $10,000, but will be $5,000 in the third stimulus package. Enjoy the Overnight LA video here about the EIDL grant. It's finally happened. One of the viewers of this channel finally got the link to get the EIDL grant money. Wow. And how do you request a higher EIDL loan amount? Those two shocking big bombshells for Monday. Wow, I left the good stuff for last. Hope you were good and safe and not wobbling around. This is LALATE. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in tomorrow's recording. And please hit that bell on the front of this channel so you get an alert whenever Mitch McConnell tries to interrupt my taping. And shortly we'll be getting to all... boy, how many were there? Oh, it's 120. I think it was like 105 EIDL grant questions about yesterday. But we will be detailing that shocking twist. If you did not see my reaction while in the PUA video this afternoon, one of the viewers dropped this bombshell in the PUA videos of all places, so I had to pull it out of the taping and say I'm not going to spoil the EIDL grant video because it's right on point and your mouth is about to drop. So stay with me shortly. I'm going to get to that, but let me answer a few of your questions. Black Zombie got a loan, never got my credit pulled, received a $1,000 grant in late April, approved 3 days later, funds received, can't seem to get the remainder of the $9,000, or will it be reducted from my total loan? No, so it's definitely, if you do get the remainder of the $10,000 grant, it'll never be reduced from your loan. Mr. Late Night Drinker, favorite screen name ever, got approval this morning. Really wasn't expected to be approved. Congratulations. Vantage scored 595. $15,000 funded. Thank you for all your updates. Congratulations. Wow, we've been following your story since Saturday. Robert Sandoval, so I was denied. Send a reconsideration email on June 5th. Should I get the grant? I explained in the emails that I want the grant as the HEROES Act calls for. Absolutely. If you did not watch our EIDL loan video today, we talked about it specifically that you need to request your grant in the EIDL denial reconsideration letter to SBA. Brenda Evans, when I call SBA, I like to update on my grant. All they say is wait. You can't talk to anybody else? No, not true. Stay with me shortly. I'll explain that in about the 10-minute mark. And boy, your mouth's about to drop. Muji, I'll be contacting my House and Senate representatives plus Ted Cruz asking for their help to bring attention to the SBA mess. If you didn't watch our EIDL loan video, which I'll drop in the links above, Marco Rubio joins the list of honorable senators who are now watching this channel, along with Ted Cruz and a few more who I mentioned in that video. Please contact all those in the above about your problems because they are now watching and they're ready to interact. Cheryl, aloha, LALATE, need an aloha shirt. Aloha shirt. Thank you for your updates. Always look forward to your videos. I do need an aloha shirt. In the ITL loan video today, someone says, I love your purple and blue shirt. It's not. It's gray and black. I just have really crazy lighting today. Max America, I'll be asking SBA for a loan increase this week. Thanks. Great channel. So don't do that until you watch this video at the 10-minute mark. I'm going to explain to you how to request an EIDL loan increase because it's been really asked about a lot. Raymond Jones, I was approved for sign my loan on May 26th and still nothing, not even the $1,000 advance. Too long, call SBA. Incog B, hey Ted, Anaja, so I'm so upset. Exactly as predicted, I received an SBA rejection email. It says, unfortunately, we're not able to approve your loan based upon information containing your credit. This is based upon experience. No grant has been mentioned except me. They reference IRS. Why do I need to submit tax returns for a grant? Also, in denial loan, a grant denial. My tractor is broken. I'm doomed. This is annihilation. So I don't know if you are describing a rejection of an EIDL loan or rejection of a reconsideration of an EIDL loan. If it's just a rejection of an EIDL loan, do a reconsideration letter. I mean, you have to. There is no reason for them not to be giving you the grant. In fact, stay this video at the 10-minute mark. I'm going to tell you that you're getting the grant money. George Cordero, thank you for the update, LALATE. Your advice has been helpful. Received a loan offer, $5,400, no grant money. Requested more, $24,000. Application still under review. Good. Still watch to me because I want to make sure you did the following. I'm going to tell you about the 10-minute mark of this video. Tom Allison. Hey, I've been watching for the beginning. Thank you for your comments. Vortex 330. I'll let you know after I call SBA tomorrow. I mean, I hope, Tom, you've been calling a lot. 330 Vortex and still nothing. That's a long time. Robert Sandoval. Oh, me. I don't know what that means. Diana Radley. What if I don't want the loan after denial? I'm happy with the grant. Okay to just request the grant? Yes. I'll tell you that in shortly. Gary Fabian. I applied for EIDL April 3rd. I was denied the loan. I never received a grant. What should I write in my reconsideration besides asking for the grant? I'll tell you that as well shortly as well. Ricardo Hall, love the shirts. I need them both. Well, thank you. Lee, that's the screen name. I submitted a reconsideration after a denial. SBA called and said they will send me a link, but there's no time as to when the link will come. How long after submitting this reconsideration letter requesting grant money should I call them again? The link, the topic of the link really just percolated on Thursday, and you're going to see at the 10-minute mark, one viewer has gotten the link. So it's relatively new. If you don't receive it in a few days, middle of this week, I would call SBA again. Tracy called SBA, add a new email for two signature spouse owners, 20%. Still haven't seen problems. I don't know what that means. Danny M, love your channel and shared your video every chance I can. Thank you. Please share our videos and post them where you can. I see hosting of a television program in your future. Thank you. Does getting less than the $10,000 grant mean you got the grant? Yes, absolutely. Brookhill Angus, we truly appreciate your videos. Well, thank you, Brookhill. And thank you all for the people that just supported this channel with donations overnight. Really, really quite kind. Just a quick question of your reconsideration, your question around collateralization. Will SBA accept account receivable or a note payable as collateral? Yes, they're going to. If you consider a bank deposits or liabilities or assets, what should it be different for an individual business? No. All those are collateralization. So the viewers of this channel have been following my advice and reducing their loan offers that are, $40, $50, $60,000 down to $24,900. I mean, SBA at this point is saying, who is this schmuck that keeps on using this number, $24,900? I mean, we've never heard this number repeated so many times in our life. So everyone is using the exact same number, which is sort of funny. So long as the loan amount is $25,000 or less, you're uncollateralized. But all those things are collateral if you choose $25,000 and $1 or more. Kervin Sharon. Hey, someone asked a really good question in this video regarding how PPP and EIDL interact. I really don't care. I can't stand PPP. Daji, I mean, I do care, but it's like, they're just a hot mess. Daji, ask your PPP lender. I'm so sick of the SBA. I'm still on top of everything. I was denied due to low credit score of 650. Granted, it was still good credit. I mailed them and emailed them. So annoying. Well, you have to do a reconsideration, so I'm going to tell you that in a second. You have to do it. Robert Alvarez. What if we got the $1,000 grant but denied the loan? Are they going to give us the remainder of the $10,000? No, not yet. So a lot of you have been asking that. If you've received a grant, which means anything but a loan, then as the remainder of your grant, the remainder of the $10,000, that's not coming yet. But contact your congressman. The movement to get the remainder of the grant is coming from congressmen. It is not coming from this channel well, it's coming from congressmen watching this channel, but it's not coming from Kimberly Butler or the SBA. They are just not giving you the remainder of the grant. They just as one of the things they are holding firm and reading that script every day like they're auditioning for Days of Our Lives. BMH Consulting Services, you're awesome. Thank you. From Epiphany Pay. Well, thank you. Cruz Juan. Hey, LA, great plaid shirt. How's today's plaid shirt? You need a cowboy hat. Oh, please. The trucker comment was heartbreaking. Yes, if you did not watch my EIDL grant video from Saturday, please jump to the end. At least watch the end. The last, I think it's the 23-minute mark. I lose it. It is overwhelming. I'm from East Texas, and I'm working on my letter to Ted Cruz, and I voted for him. I'm just trying to think how to get it all in. Thank you for bringing us all together. Yes, Ted Cruz is watching this channel. Viewers of this channel are contacting Ted Cruz. They're contacting Marco Rubio, and they've all also contacted a lot of other senators. Elena B. Hey, LA, great show and very thoughtful and helpful. Thank you. Keep up the good work. I really do hope they pay me my $10,000 advance since I've been in the vortex since 3/31. This carrot handout of $1,300 loan is just too funny. So Elena B., that's not really a correct loan. Boy, I've said this so many times, but I guess maybe it's been missed. When you get a loan offer of $0, $1, $1,000, or $1,300, that's not really a loan offer. That is a computer glitch. They have confirmed that those insanely ridiculous loan offers are computer glitches. They don't intend to really loan you $1,300 amortized over 30 years. So you need to call SBA ASAP and ask for the real loan amount. Now, if you get a bad person on the phone and says, yeah, we really want to give you $1, you need to ask for, you negotiate for a higher loan amount, which is what's coming up in this video shortly. Xavier Stewart, will I get the rest of $10,000 grant loan denied? You're awesome, by the way. Not yet. Film Factory, my business name was awarded a $150,000 loan. I've not taken yet. If I choose the full amount, what additional documents do they come back and request? Love the shirts. Thank you. So we did an entire video on that. You're going to have the same contract that everyone else has, but they're going to have you sign the collateralization agreement, and then they're probably going to ask where your collateral is. And then after that, you have to provide hazard insurance within 1 year. You have to account for when you move things around. I mean, get ready for paperwork hell. If you really need $150,000, then take it. If you don't, take under $25,000 and $1. So you're uncollateralized. By Tran, is there a way to seek an increase in the loan amount? I need $40,000, was approved for $15,000. Yes, watch this video shortly. Cutie Pie, praise for all those in need. Charles, you're in my prayers. Yes, I think I'm going to do a separate video about Charles shortly. Larry Durbury, I emailed the White House, McConnell, Trues, Tom Cotton, the White House again. Very good. Joni Metcalf, you rock. Well, thank you, Jody. KO, I applied for the EIDL on my trucking company. Okay, so another trucker. $1,000 grant came, loan email approved. I have a federal tax ID and registered. I've had 3 pulls on my credit. So you've got the grant and you got the loan. Boy, I don't understand if you got the loan approval. Please drop in the comments and I will answer tomorrow. So let's get right to the bombshell. Thank you for staying with me, and wow, a lot of big stuff. So if you are new to this channel or you didn't catch the videos from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, LA broke a jaw-dropping bombshell. And the jaw-dropping bombshell can be summarized in one sentence: that no matter what, you are getting an EIDL grant. 2 weeks ago, that was no longer the case. 2 weeks ago, if you had not received an EIDL grant, you were only getting it if you went through the EIDL loan process and were approved. If you were disapproved under the EIDL loan process, you weren't getting the grant. Well, last Thursday, because of people watching this channel and the power of this channel, SBA has moved the goalposts in the correct direction. Now you're going to be getting your grant money. Now, what that means is if you have not received grant money, you're going to be getting grant money. That doesn't mean if you receive some grant money, you're going to be getting more grant money. So some people have been asking that question. How do you get it? That's the first issue. First, you need to get, and that was the topic of the loan video today, you need to get your loan application finished with SBA, either an acceptance or a rejection. If it's not if it's not being processed, if it's in limbo land and not being done, you're not going to get grant money. So if the loan is denied, let's do the first scenario. If the loan is denied, then you need to write a reconsideration letter to ask to have the loan reconsidered, and include in there says, "Hi, I want my grant money. I'm entitled to my grant money," say in a respectful way, and please kindly route me my grant money as soon as possible. If you do that, then this is what's going to happen. We had detailed on Thursday 2 viewers who were told about this. Friday, Saturday, half a dozen viewers, and by Sunday, it was just a lot. They were all told by SBA that when they got an EIDL loan denial, that they would be getting an email link to a portal to get their grant money after they submitted an EIDL loan reconsideration video. So let me say that again slower. After their loan was denied, they submitted a reconsideration letter and asked for their grant money. They were all told that they would get a link to a site, to a website, to get their EIDL grant money, which they had not gotten. But no one had still gotten the actual link until today. One viewer has. LP Shift, who dropped it in my VOA videos, I don't know why, said, "Bombshell, this morning," which I assume was a Monday morning, I got an email from SBA for the link you have been talking about for the past few days. It's in reference to my grant application confirmation number. This is the first time I've ever heard anything about this grant application. I was part of the 4-8 Vortex, so he was one of my Vortex viewers from April 8th that was lost in nowhere land, along with my 3:30, March 30th, and March 31st. Thank you for your updates. You're really appreciated. Love the punk rock hairstyle. With the exception of the hairstyle comment, everything's on point. Because we had been telling you that if your loan was denied, you need to file a reconsideration letter with SBA ASAP and ask for your grant money, and that you will be receiving this link to get the grant money. This viewer has now gotten the link. This is our first viewer of nearly a half dozen who have been told the link is coming, who's gotten the link. Okay. Now, if your loan is nowhere to be found, it hasn't been denied or hasn't been approved, you need to get it into some status. You need to either get it denied or approved so that you can get the grant money. If you got your loan portal offer and you submitted it and it was accepted and you have your loan approved, you need to call SBA and say, "Where's my grant money? How am I getting my grant money? And where and how am I getting it?" All viewers of this channel have done that, and they have all gotten their grant money after their loan is approved. It is coming into their bank accounts, but they've really only gotten it because they called SBA and said, "Hi, thank you for my loan. Now where's my grant money?" Which I've been waiting for 1,000 years. Last, let me switch subjects. Here's the other bombshell. You all have been asking, how do I increase my loan amount? Where do I increase it? How do I do it? And where do I do it? Rather than make an entire video about it, I'm just going to do it right now, right quick, and pull out a pen and paper. And I'm going to tell you right now. First of all, you need to come up with a number. So don't ask them to give you the number. They want you to tell them the number. 2, they're actually willing to increase the loan amount. That's not out of dispute. 3, the EIDL loan contract allows you to ask for a loan amount within the first 2 years of actually signing the contract. So even if you had signed the contract and you're watching this video and still want to increase the loan amount, you still can. 4, the way you communicate it is you should do it in 3 ways, like a hat trick in soccer. 1, you should tell a tier 2 representative on the phone to put it on your file and make a note for the loan officer. 2, you should go into the portal where your loan offer is and send a message on the right side. 3, you should send it by email to the SBA email address that you got the portal invite from. Okay. Finally, how do you actually request it? So the way you should request it is you should say both the substantive and the financial reasons why you need the money. You should say, one, that you need the money because you need it for this purpose and the prior amount is not enough. Two, you need to say that you're financially able to afford this amount of money. And if you can, do a calculation. Go on a Google search and see how much the monthly payments are on the higher loan amount versus the lower loan amount, and say, hey, instead of I can afford $200 a month compared to $140 a month. It's not much more of a financial burden. Finally, explain why your business is financially able to carry that obligation. And if they and rely upon 2019 earnings or 2018 earnings. And with that, they will likely increase your loan offer. Viewers of this channel have had their loans increased from $7,000 to $250,000. They've had them increased from 40 to 150. They've had them increased all over the place. They've had them increased from 4 figures to 6 figures. So don't be afraid to negotiate. It's not even negotiate, request. And there you go. Kathy, my heart goes out to the man who mentioned suicide. Yes, I'm going to talk about that in another video tonight. Dusty Safford, hey, did someone throw a rock at you? That's going to be also tonight's video. Lupi Lopez, I applied April 5th, credit pulled May 24th. What can I expect to hear next? How long do I receive an email portal? It's been a while. I'll call SBA. Mr. Late Night Drinker, you just like my cheesy screen name, I do. Bo B, I called today and was given an email from a tier 2 rep to request the advance if you have not received it. Oh my God, so here we go. If you stay with me, here's the actual email coming to another viewer. I thought I only had one, now I have 2. The email is sent directly from the finance department. It's disaster customer service at sb.gov. This may be the faster way of receiving the link. Oh my God, I should have read the comments before doing this video. So here's the actual email address to receive the grant. Disaster customer service at sba.gov is sending the grant money to people who have not received their grant, and that's not received a penny, not negotiating for more. Lee Anderson was approved for $1,500 7 days ago. How long until I wait for funds in my account? Also, should I request the remainder of the grant? It takes about 2 weeks to receive the funds, but I would call SBA and no, you're not receiving the remainder of the funds yet of the grant. Paul Ryan, I need more than $25,000 but I was able to push the limit. I would take $24,999. Tell me what's happening, Paul. And thank you for supporting this channel as well. Dimple Les, I called SBA today on our loan denial and status reconsideration. She offered no information. We applied April 3, no grant, no loan. You need to send an email asking for that grant, and I would now send the email. So disaster customer service at sba.gov. Alan BMW, don't make you to tear up. I think we all understand in this country the situation is democratic. Oh, here's Alan who had this great comment that I did tear up on Sunday. We are humbled. I'm humbled. My story touches hearts. As a trucker, I've learned a lot. I'm going to jump on his later tonight and deal more and cover more of it. R. Jones, I was in the 4-8 vortex by a loan offer today, Sunday, but mentioned no EIDL grant. Should I accept the loan offer and then call them first? No, I mean, if you have not received a grant, I forgot to mention this, if you have not received a grant, you receive a loan offer, call them on the phone and ask them where your grant money is first. Also, I forgot to mention this as well. Don't negotiate the loan. If you receive a loan offer, call them up and start negotiating the loan before you accept the loan offer. Don't just accept the loan offer and say, okay, now I watched the video, let me go negotiate. Linda Lee, thanks for sharing. Thank you. Robert Hanson, thank you for supporting this channel. Do you mean the young and brainless? They all should have Oscars. Kathy, thank you for also supporting this channel. Mitch McConnell is our man. If he can't do a snipe, if he can't shoot the man, he has no clue what the voting polls is. Well said. Reflections received a portal invite on Friday called SBA. Spoke to tier 2. Later I called back. This morning I called again. He inquired, he asked if I accepted the offer. I said no. He took all my information along with my request for $25,000, submitted to the loan department. He told me, so beware of weekend people. I knew that due to all this information I've gotten from your channel. So this person basically says he followed everything, but beware of weekend people, which is a good point. Joseph Dreamhouse, your channel's growing. Well, thank you. H2O, so I got an invite for an SBA loan. I don't want it anymore. Should I just delete it, the invite, and not respond? Unless you want the grant. If you receive the grant, then just ignore it. Paul Ryan, I contacted Congressman Jim Banks to see what has happened. When I sent my reconsideration emails, I sent 5 times. Wow. Tracy Guzman, I'm in Texas. I'll be writing my congressman. Good. D. Merrill, the T-shirt, the Ted Cruz shirt is now opening for the purple shirt at the Caesar's residency. Wow. Joseph Dreamhouse, Wuhan. LA, tell that man that if he commits, okay, I'm going to cover that as I'm going to have a personal message tonight. I hope you all tune into that. Chris Annapolis, does anyone receive the whole $10,000 grant? Only those that had more than 10 employees. And Dean Merrill, this is an interesting issue. People are wondering, so the government told us to stay at home, tax question. There should be a bombshell if you could use the money to pay taxes. Wow. Shavana, I only applied for the grant and received a $1,000 grant. Now my business needs operating expenses. How can I apply for the loan amount? Is it possible to ask them to consider the loan? So when you applied for the loan by applying for the grant. So if you have not heard, you need to call SBA. It is the same application number. So that's the really good news. Hopefully I've covered all your questions. There was a lot. Keeping track of 102 questions in a recording where my shirt looks like it's blue or purple and it's really gray and black is just a lot. Coming up also later tonight is a personal message. Hope you tune into this as well. But please watch the EIDL loan video from 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight, which really detail more of these shocking elements that you need to know ASAP. As always, stay at LA for more.